Hey guys, um, another real quick video here. I had mentioned that I had purchased some properties on tax sale, mentioned that I had purchased some properties through land contracts. The first land contract person, we'll call him Vinny. That's the guy that I had a 12% interest in a balloon payment. That was definitely a Vinny move. And the other guy, we'll call him Mr. G. He seems to be running in the same neighborhoods as me. The last property that I bought from him was right next to a property that I purchased on a tax sale. Another property that I purchased on a tax sale is like 2 or 3 doors down from one of his other properties that he wanted me to look at. I took a look at it and it needs a lot of work. I'm in the process of got like 10 houses that I gotta work on, and I really don't want another big project. I'm okay with a small project, but I don't want another big project at this point. I purchased 3 properties on a tax sale. One was for $550, one was for $700, one was for $900. I purchased other properties, but those are the 3 that I'm going to kind of deal with first. I'm going to really focus in here over the next couple of weeks on the $700 and the $900 house. So today we're at the $700 house. We're going to work on some of the vegetation, so to speak, basically weeds which have grown into small trees. We're going to knock some of those out. We're going to clean it up. We're going to prep it and get it ready to paint on the house, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. The reason why I bring up Mr. G, one of my land contract guys, is I was driving by his house and I noticed he had a weed order on there. So I'll probably send him a message, see if he's got somebody to take care of that, or maybe I'll send my guy out to do that, just kind of help him, or maybe I can kind of help that out. Maybe he'll knock off a payment or something. I don't know. That might be good for everybody. But anyway, however it works out, I've managed to, throughout the summer, kind of keep the weeds down, keep the grass down. Even though I've got a lot of properties, I did have somebody who gave me a good price on the empty lots. He's doing 5 lots for $20 a lot, and he's kind of kept those maintained, so that's one thing I didn't have to deal with. Sum total for the whole summer, I think, is about $1,000 or something. It's not much money for 5 lots. And the other grass, I kind of viewed it as a means of exercise, because my primary job has been very sedentary, very email, web conference, phone call oriented all summer, and it's been driving me bananas. So I like to get out, I like to work with my hands, I like to do some things. So mowing grass was about all that I was able to do. I did get in a small garden this year, but as far as weeding and cutting back the trees and things like that, I really haven't been able to get a lot of that done, which was going to be one of my major projects for this year. At all the properties, I wanted to kind of cut back all the stuff and clean everything up really good and make the landscaping look pretty nice at all the properties, as well as work on a couple properties and have my crew, the electrician, the handyman, and everything come in and really start working on at least a couple of these properties. But financially, I wasn't able to do that, and time-wise, I wasn't able to personally get out and get some of this stuff accomplished. So now I'm finally able to get a little bit of that time done. My money's getting a little bit better shape, so I'll be able to get a crew going again here. It's basically putting me 6 to 9 months behind, which is not great. But anyway, we're going to take a quick walk around the yard here. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. Hey guys, this is the house I was talking about. This one I purchased for $700, and I also looked into about 5 other empty lots here in the neighborhood. So the idea is maybe a community area, maybe a community garden on a couple of those, or possibly even move into getting building a modular or something on that property, maybe even an apartment of some kind eventually. We'll see how that goes, or just use the land and sell it. But a lot of work to be done on this, mostly painting and everything. There was siding. Somebody was starting to put siding on, and then they kind of stopped. So I think I'm just going to do the easy route for right now. Clean up the vegetation and scrape and paint. There's not a lot of paint left to scrape. But the windows are fairly new, which was a good thing, which is what I was looking at. A lot of vegetation here. This is crazy overgrown. Down into this fence line here, which is the edge of the property. Got a lot of that I want to take care of today. All right. And then another issue here is we have a little bit of problem here with some sinkholes. I think they might be gophers or something. Could be. We had looks like a tree used to be here. The tree's rotted out, which, you know, when trees kind of rot and go away, then where the roots were causes a little bit of problem. Back half of this house, I don't know. I think there was a addition at one time. See all this weeds which have grown into trees. The back half of this has caused some problems. This is actually the worst house that I have as far as purchased on the tax sales and everything. But this right here is the biggest issue. It looks like there was a addition here that used to be a bathroom from all the plumbing pipes, and they've taken that out. Maybe the addition, I'm guessing that this addition here probably did not seal right at the roof line, eventually caused some problems, some water damage and stuff like that over the years, and then they were ordered to kind of take this section out or demolish the whole house or something. Also, this right there needs to be taken care of right away. So I had that covered over, and somebody's kind of busted in and taken that back over. So anyway, cleaning up this vegetation as much as we can. That's the project for today. Clean up the yard as much as we can, make it as safe for any bystanders that would wander in. Keep the vermin out, keep the animals out, and also keep the crackheads out. That's the goal for right now. Alright, so here we are. It's been about 3 hours. We cleaned up some of the weeds here, and had a quote on that for $1,500. Now, granted, I'm not all the way done, but we're getting there. I ran out of juice on my weed eater, so, but tell that we got quite a bit accomplished. Here, I'll show you. So, remember, this was a little bit overgrown here. I wanted to leave a little bit there by the fence. Wanted to leave a little bit by the road, but you can actually see that there was a fire pit now. Cleaned up that part of the fence line. Alright, you can actually see the house now. I still got you know, some of the bigger weeds to go, but I wanted to leave that for right now. I wanted to leave over by the fence row for right now, because I don't want a lot of visibility on the house that we're doing a lot. So we're going to sure up this back here, these holes and everything. Then we're going to start scraping and painting. We're going to make the house look halfway decent. Then we'll do a little bit more cleanup. As far as the weeds and everything, we'll have a dumpster delivered to get rid of those bricks, rocks, all that extra plumbing and everything. Right here is the pile of weeds that we took out. We actually have 4 piles of weeds here. So that's amazing. Took me about 3 hours. Guy said he was going to bring 5 guys, a truck and trailer, and charge me like $1,500 to do that. And I don't know, probably like 70% done in 3 hours. Me. All right, guys, have a beautiful day.